From Chicago, CM Punk knew one day he'll be the best in the world. Let's take a deep dive. Edge wasn't a gimmick, it was real life, a cornerstone of CM Punk's career. CM Punk travelled the roads, TNA, and most notably and famous for Ring of Honor. He signed for WWE's development territory OVW and won the AEW Championship in 2005. Made his TV debut in ECW in 2006 at the famous Hammerstein Ballroom. His rise in ECW continued, and in 2007 he won the ECW Championship, defeating John Morrison. Punk's trajectory took a sharp upturn, winning the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania. He cashed in his Money in the Bank contract to win the World Heavyweight title on Raw, beating Edge as one of the most memorable moments in Raw history. CM Punk also became the 19th WWE Triple Crown Champion by winning the Intercontinental title in January 2009. At WrestleMania 25, Punk won the Money in the Bank ladder match again and became the first person to win the match 2 times, twice in a row. CM Punk cashed in his Money in the Bank contract to defeat Jeff Hardy for the World Heavyweight title immediately after Hardy won the title from Edge in a ladder match. Jeff Hardy was a big fan favourite, and this turned Punk towards the dark side. A long summer feud with Jeff Hardy for the World Heavyweight title on SmackDown, which is still being spoken about today. In 2010, Punk became more sinister, leading the Straight Edge Society on SmackDown. This group consisted of Luke Gallows, Serena, and Joey Mercury. It was built around Punk's straight edge principles with a more sinister twist. He played a holy figure, preaching the straight edge lifestyle while condemning those who didn't adhere to it. The summer of Punk 2011 marked the peak of Punk's WWE career. His infamous PipeBomb promo aired grievances about WWE's management and direction. This led to a high-stakes match against John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011, where Punk won the WWE Championship in his hometown of Chicago in a match on the night his contract was expiring. Punk re-signed a few weeks later, a more lucrative contract and using his famous cult of personality music. A new WWE title reign began. CM Punk began to climb. He wanted more respect. He proclaimed himself to be a Paul Heyman guy. Punk aligned himself with an evil genius of the original ECW and one of his early mentors. CM Punk would hold the WWE title for 434 days, a modern day record, defeating the likes of John Cena, Ryback, Chris Jericho and Bryan Danielson. At Raw 1000, The Rock made a special appearance and interrupted CM Punk to announce he would wrestle for the WWE title at the Royal Rumble in January 2013. CM Punk defended the title against John Cena, who won the Money in the Bank, but lost by DQ as Big Show came out. CM Punk attacked The Rock, turning heel in the process. The Rock defeated CM Punk for the WWE title at the Royal Rumble, breaking his amazing record, which was only recently broken by Roman Reigns. Punk challenged the streak at WrestleMania 29 but lost to The Undertaker. Paul Heyman turned on Punk, so it was the best in the world versus the Beast at SummerSlam, again which CM Punk lost. Towards the end of the year, Punk teamed up with old friend Daniel Bryan to take on the dangerous The Wyatt Family. He also embarked on a feud versus The Shield. His last rivalry was against the Authority when the New Age Outlaws turned against him, and he was feuding with Kane. CM Punk left WWE in January 2014. He walked out the company and never returned for 9 years. His departure was controversial and stemmed from a combination of burnout, dissatisfaction with the company's direction, and health issues that were not sorted. CM Punk did return to wrestling in 2021, joining All Elite Wrestling, and he was a former 2-time world champion. At Survivor Series 2023, CM Punk made an earth-shattering return, shocking the entire WWE universe with an unforgettable comeback in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. The next part of this video will be covering CM Punk's AEW run. Please have a watch and see what he did before returning to WWE in 2023. Thank you. CM Punk's presence in AEW for 2 years has been significant, contributing to its growth and drawing in fans with his star power and compelling storylines. Let's take a deeper dive. CM Punk made his highly anticipated AEW debut on August 20th, 2021 at the Rampage episode titled The First Dance, held in his hometown of Chicago in front of a sold-out United Center. Described as one of the most emotional moments in pro wrestling history, and the debut of CM Punk being singled out by many critics as one of the most important and significant moments in AEW's history. It drew one of the most amazing audience reactions to a pro wrestling US history. This ended a 7-year hiatus from professional wrestling for Punk, making it one of the most memorable moments in AEW's history. CM Punk's first feud in AEW was with Darby Allin. They faced off at Brawl Out on September 5th, 2021, where Punk emerged victorious, his first match in 7 years. Following his debut victory, Punk entered a feud with Team Taz and faced Powerhouse Hobbs at Arthur Ashe Stadium in front of 20,000 people on a special Rampage. A highly impersonal, intense rivalry developed between CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. Their match at AEW Fullgate 2021 was a hard-hitting, emotionally charged affair. One of CM Punk's most notable feuds in AEW was with MJF. The promo battles between MJF and CM Punk reinvigorated interest in wrestling promos, with many consider these exchanges some of the best might work in recent wrestling history. Punk's matches against MJF, especially their dog collar match, were highly acclaimed for their storytelling, in-ring psychology, and the way they captivated the audience. The rivalry was highlighted by intense promos and culminating high-profile matches that showcased their storytelling abilities of both wrestlers. At Double or Nothing 2022, CM Punk defeated Hangman Adam Page to win the AEW World Championship. 5 days after winning the title, Punk announced he had to take a hiatus due to an injury, but would remain as champion. Jon Moxley was crowned interim champion in Punk's place. At the Quake of the Lake special episode of Dynamite on August 10th, Punk made a return and confronted Moxley, igniting a title dispute. 2 weeks later, Jon Moxley defeated CM Punk in a matter of minutes to be the undisputed world champion of AEW. After accepting Moxley's open challenge for anyone to face him at All Out, Punk defeated Moxley to win the AEW Championship for the second time. During the post-event media scrum, Punk addressed rumours that he had attempted to get Colt Cabana fired from AEW, accused the company's EVPs, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, of spreading rumours and leaking them to wrestling media, and referenced a segment in which he says Hangman Page went off script prior to their match at Double or Nothing. According to wrestling journalists, there was a backstage altercation between CM Punk, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, and they all received suspensions. CM Punk was injured, stripped of his title, and was out for 9 months, but was announced for AEW's new Saturday night show Collision in June 2023, debuting at his hometown of Chicago at the United Center. In typical CM Punk fashion, he opened the show and had a lot to say. I recommend watching this whole promo. Teaming with FTR, they defeated Samoa Joe, Jay White and Juice Robinson in the main event. That same month, he entered the men's Owen Hart Cup tournament and lost to Ricky Starks in the final on July 15th. On the July 29th edition of Collision, Punk unveiled the AEW World Championship belt that he had won in September 2022, declared himself the real World's Champion, and stated that he rightfully held the title since he was never defeated for it. He then spray painted his signature X symbol over the belt. At All in Wembley, he defeated Samoa Joe to retain the Real World title, a match that I attended and his last ever match for AEW. After the event, it was widely reported that Punk had been involved in a backstage altercation with Jack Perry regarding comments Perry made during his match early in the show, itself a reference to Punk denying Perry's request to use real glass in his segments on AEW Collision. CM Punk was terminated from his AEW contract for just cause on September 2nd and rejoined WWE 2 months later at Survivor Series. CM Punk's journey in AEW has been a blend of nostalgia, fresh foods and captivating storytelling. I believe it was a mistake to fire CM Punk from AEW. His presence has undoubtedly left an indelible mark of the promotion, reinforcing his status as one of the most influential wrestlers of his generation. Thank you for watching.